All right, guys, next we're going to talk about more exponent rules. First, we're going to talk about power to a power. So I have this here base. In this case, it's the letter A to the m power, also to the n power. And when I have a power to a power, we're going to go ahead and multiply them. And I'm going to skip this example here. I want to show why it works. So 2 squared cubed. We know that the 3 means that there are the 3 means there are 3 sets of whatever is inside. And we talked about last lesson about how the 2 means there's 2 being multiplied together. And we know parentheses just mean multiplication. So if I drop all the parentheses and count the total number of x's, I see I end up with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So power to a power, you multiply them. So let's go ahead and get started. Excuse me. 4 times 5 is 20. 2 times 3 is 6. Now, I'm multiplying the bases, so I use my skills from last time to add the exponents. So my final answer, I'm missing some stuff in between, is c to the 26th. Okay. When I deal with what to do first, I think of my order of operations. I try to simplify inside the parentheses if possible, then deal with the exponents. So, since the only thing in either of the parentheses is a single term, there's nothing to simplify. So I go ahead and do the exponents next. So I'm going to start by leaving that a on the outside, b to the 20 over b to the 9. Now I go ahead and do that subtraction like we learned last time, and my answer is a, b to the 11. I notice in this time I have a coefficient. A coefficient also gets that exponent. So what I'm going to do first is simplify all of these power rules. So I have 3 squared x to the 14 times y to the 18 times x to the 4th. 3 squared is 9. 14 and 4 more give me 18. And then the y to the 18th just falls down. I do the outermost parentheses first. 4 times 3 is 12. And then 12 times 2 is 24. I'm gonna move me here for now. Okay, powers first. 6 cubed, b to the 15 times 7 to the 5th, a to the 10th times a cubed. That's some big powers. Handy dandy tool. 6 to the 3rd is 216. B to the 15. 7 to the 5th is 16,807. A to the 13th. And my final step is to take 16,807 times 216. And I get 3,630,312. A to the 13th, B to the 15th. Next one, 5 cubed, x to the 9th, y to the 20th over y to the 6th. 5 cubed is 125. X to the 9th. 20 minus 6 is 14. There's your power to a power rule. Remember when I said last time when we learned about powers, there was a difference. There was 2 ones that said power. Make sure you find the correct one. I realize I'm in the way now. So let's move me over. Okay, power to a product. If you have 2 things being multiplied inside of a parentheses with the exponent, everything also gets that exponent. We kind of saw that a little bit with the 5 and the 7. So s to the 6th, p to the 10th, times s cubed t to the 6th. So I get s to the 9th, t to the 16th. Again, let's do these guys first, which gives me 15. So 5 times 15 is 75. 4 times 15 is 60. All right, I have L to the 10, M to the 10, N to the 30 over L to the 8, M to the 6, N to the 12. I'm left with L to the 2nd, M to the 4th, N to the 18th. These 2 get the 4, and then everything will get the 2. So I have h to the 12, j to the 8, k cubed squared, which gives me h to the 24, j to the 16, k to the 6. Hi, kitty. Why is that problem? There we go. Okay, everything on top is going to start by getting that 8. So I have a to the 24, b to the 8, c to the 32, over, this is going to give me a 6, so I have c to the 12, times, write down, a cubed, b to the 6th. Hmm. 24 minus 3 is 21. Oh, I missed the a. Darn it, this is the 2nd time today. So a to the 21st, b to the 2nd, and c to the 20th. My kitty's on my lap. Say hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. All right, first we are going to bring that 2 in, and we can bring this 2 in. So I have 3 squared x to the 8th times x, y cubed, quantity cubed, times, I guess we can drop those parentheses, x squared, y to the 12th. So now I have 3 to the 6th, x to the 24th, x to the 3rd, y to the 9th, x squared, y 12. Three to the 6 is 729 I have 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And then y to the 21st. There is your power of a product rule. And then same thing as a product, the quotient also gets everything distributed through, just through the fraction sign or division sign. So I have r to the 5th, s to the 5th, times r to the 6th over s squared, which gives me r to the 11th over s to the 7th. And I'm going to move that because I'm going to need more room for this next part. Okay. Since I have more going on inside my parentheses than I do outside, I'm going to actually simplify inside first. So 3 divided by 6, 3 and 6 can be turned into a half, or 1 over 2, and 1 on top means it's multiplied by 1. Anything times 1 just disappears, so there's your 2 on the bottom. 2's on top, 1 on bottom. I'm sorry, back up, I missed my t. So there's a t on top, because that's the only t. 2 u's on top, 1 u on the bottom, there's just 1 on top. 6 v's on top, 5 on the bottom, there's just 1 v, all to the third, which gives me t cubed, u cubed, v cubed, all over 2 to the third, and 2 to the third is 8. Wait. Again, I'm going to go ahead and simplify inside my parentheses first. So I have x to the 4th times 8 minus 1 is 7, and then squared. No, you don't get to lock on my computer. So then I have x to the 4th times x to the 14th, which gives me x to the 18th. I can simplify in this one. So I'm going to distribute the 4 and then simplify in that one. So I have a to the 12 over b4 times a cubed on top, b cubed on top. There's no denominator now. And then this will give me 12. Scoot down just a smidge so we have proper spacage. Okay, so then I have, I don't want to do that. A to the 12 over b to the 4th times a to the 36, b to the 36. My final answer will be a to the 48, b to the 32, because I take that 36 minus the 4. All right, I have lots to simplify. I'm going to simplify in first. 9 and 12 can both be divided by 3, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, which will give me 3 on top, 4 on the bottom. I have 3 w's on top, 2 on bottom, which means there's 1 on top. There's only an x on top. There's 5 y's and 2 y's, so there's 3 left over. This means there's going to be 12 in there, and 12 minus 6 will give me 6. All cubed, and I know it's not a straight line, I'm sorry. Not the best at writing a straight line on my board. So now everything gets this third power. So 3 cubed is just 27. W cubed, x cubed, y 9, z 18. 18 and I wrote 12. Over 64. Because 4 to the third is 64th. 4 to the third is 64, not 64th. There's no th there. So I cannot simplify, where's my mouse? I cannot simplify this fraction because of this exponent here. So I'm going to have to put that in first. However, since I don't have a other parenthesis inside the top or the bottom, I can go ahead and do the simplification and work with that division there. So 6 to the third was 216, e to the 24 over d e to the fifth, all quantity squared, times d to the seventh over e on the bottom, and there's just 1 because 3 minus 4 gives me 1. Oh boy, 216 squared is 4, 6, 6, 5, 6, e to the 48. Yeah, okay. Over d squared, e to the 10th. I should have simplified that first, but it's fine. You don't have to, I can simplify now. Times d to the 21st, e to the third. I'm running into my face again. Okay. My program is not wanting to, there we go. Let me move my face. Okay. Which then I get 46,656 E. I have 13 total on bottom, so 48 minus 13 is 35, and then 21 minus 2 is 19. And that's my final answer. And there is your quotient example to put in your one sheet study guide. Have a wonderful day.